Hi everyone. So today I'm here to talk about wrists as a part of our body. So often I get complaints about people injuring their wrists while dancing, while holding planks for way too long, and despite trying everything out, repetitive medication and stuff, the wrist kind of still remains weak, and it's always more prone to injury when they start moving again or start doing something physical on the wrist again and again. So I'm here to offer you a perspective on what your wrists could be trying to tell you. Often the wrists have certain thoughts that go and get stuck there, which if not dealt with properly, which if not confronted, acknowledged, recognized, can lead to repetitive wrist injuries, wrist pains, or an overall weak wrist. So let's talk about, there are 3 points in the wrists which I want to address today. So one is the main wrist, the center part of the wrist, which often gets hurt when we are holding planks and it's too weak. Now this center in your wrist is trying to tell you that somewhere you have too much of your energy stuck either in the past, so right is for past, or in the future, worrying about the future or fantasizing about the future, and there is very little of you that is present in the here and now. Okay, so if you have a tendency to drift either into the past or the future, please check and try to keep affirming that I willingly remain in the now. And if there are any future concerns or worries or past hurts, you want to address them using a very, very, very simple statement which goes something like this: I revive, recognize, realign, reorient and reposition my past hurts, or my tendency to be in the future, or worrying about the future, or fantasizing about the future. Whichever resonates with you, just put it in that statement. Repeat this statement 7 to 11 times every day for maybe the next 1 week, and follow it up with the affirmation, I willingly remain in the now. Yes, that's one. Point number 2, which is in line with our thumb here. These 2 parts here, this point. Now this is a tricky point to explain maybe in a short video, but I'm going to try. So we've all said yes to a certain gender that we took birth in. So I decided to take birth as a woman. Someone decided to take birth as a man. Now when in this gender role play there is non-acceptance, or we begin to reject the woman in us or the man in us due to anything. There could be associations of that a woman is fragile, it's unsafe to be a woman has no place, so I have to play the masculine, I have to be the man of the house, all those things. We begin to reject the gender role play we said yes to initially. And this point acts up when you are in rejection of your yin or your yang principle. So check, what are your associations about being a woman or about being a man? Are you honoring them? Are you accepting it? Or is there some sort of a trauma or a dilemma associated with it? You want to start working with a very, very simple statement, but this one might need to go a little deeper, so you can reach out if you feel a pain here. The statement goes something like, I revive, recognize, realign, reorient and reposition the rejection of the woman or the man in me. And you want to follow it up with the affirmation, I accept and embrace the woman or the man in me. Yes. Third and the final point. So on the outside of the wrist, in line with your baby finger, there is also another point. Now these are the points that pain for people who have a huge issue saying no. So they just can't say no. Whether it is no to receiving something that they don't want to receive, it could be a criticism, it could be a destructive feedback, even some sort of hurt. Or they are unable to say no to contributing how they want to contribute. So for instance, they want to work only 9 to 6, but no, they're not able to say no to not being able to contribute by working 12 hours in a day. And these are the points that hurt when there is a signal from life saying that be okay to politely say no to either receiving what you don't want to receive, that's the right, or contributing as to how you don't want to contribute. So be okay to politely deny and say no. The statement that would work here is, I revive, recognize, realign, reorient, and reposition my ability to say no politely to receiving or contributing what I don't wish to receive or contribute, depending on if it's the right or the left. And you want to say, follow it up with the final affirmation of, I politely say no as and when I wish to say no to either receiving or contributing. I hope this helps. Try out these statements. If you feel a little bit of relief, do leave us a comment or a feedback. If you need further help, reach out. We're always there. Thank you so much.